Yes, top of the evening. Yo, the fights are on right now, right? I'm gonna put the link up. I'm gonna post the link. Feel free to, you know. Somebody's gonna lose today. You heard what they said? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the link up, right? Because we're not gonna actually watch it. But what I'm going to do is, alright, I'm gonna throw the link up right there. That's the link there. Alright. Now I'm going to share my link. You heard? I'm going to share my link for the stream for those that want to jump on and fuck with the sauce tonight, right? Oh, let me get my light on so y'all can see me a little better. How's that? How's that? But now that's the link to the actual the joint right there. Now I'm gonna get my link up, right? Cause like I said, tonight the panel is open. I'm good. I'm blessed, man. If y'all want to come on, and if not, whatever, it doesn't matter because we are taking off. You know, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. But the link is open. Hold on. Nope. I'm gonna put my link out there. If anybody wants to come on and fuck with the sauce, if not, fuck it. You know, like I said, we are taking off. You know how we looking. We are feeling blessed and good. But that is the link to watch the fights right here. If you want to watch, they're streaming on YouTube right now. Then I will probably, turn the fire stick on for the matchroom joints. Shout out to Khalil Cole. But let me get my link up for anybody that wants to pop on. If not, it is what it is. Like I told you, man, we are on a whole another level. Chop, what's going on, Chop? Let me get you in here, Chop. Chop, I'm about to send you the link, Chop. Chop is in the building. Chop, I gotta ask you about who you think's gonna win the main event fight, Chop. I'm gonna send you the link right now, Chop. I gotta pick your brain. 2 seconds, Chop. Give me 2 seconds. I wanna ask you about this main event, Chop. I wanna ask you, I know you are a busy man, Chop. But I want to ask you, man, hit that link, Chop. Jump on here with me real quick. Let me pick your brain about the Thurman Barrios, and then if you want, you can exit out, Chop. But I need the expert opinion, Chop, on how you see that Thurman Barrios fight playing out tonight, Chop. I tried to get you on earlier, but I seen you was dining out. Man. But that's the link. The link is up. I'm about to watch some of these. I'm gonna get back to some of these fights right now. You know, we multitask over here. I gotta mute the volume because I don't want y'all reporting my, dude. For somebody that nobody watches, right? You dudes be reporting me. All right, so let me turn this down so I can watch the undercards. Shout out to my guy Fitness Evans, just reposted me. All right, now I'm watching the. Let me turn it down because y'all love to report my channel, right? You know what I'm saying? You love to report the source. All right, let's see what these guys are looking like. Let's blow it up. See, look, I'll show you. We're gonna watch it off of this so they can't report me. Yeah, we're gonna watch it off of this. You know. All right, this is the prelims. As you can see, there's nobody in there, but I got the volume down. To recon. It's a 4 round. I believe they're welterweights. The arena is empty. But these guys are fighting though. These guys are fighting. Well, let me get my screen up here. Do I want to go with Facebook today or YouTube? Maybe I'll throw the YouTube channel. I'll share the YouTube. How's that? Right. But yeah, I sent Chop the link. We're trying to get Chop in here. Evans wants me to give him a call. Damn it. I'm on live right now. No, I don't want her page. I want to go to my page. No, I don't want her page. I want my page today. Why they acting like I want to? What's up with IG? Go to my joint. There we go. We'll go to me. I don't need to be on other people's joints. There we go, right there. All right. Yes, the fight party is rocking. We starting early, man. Let me hit my guy up, man. Hopefully I had him in here. He just hit me up. Try to get Coach on here. I'm about to hit Coach up right now. Let me mute this. Oh my God. Chop, you got your mic muted. Chop, you gotta unmute your mic. Unmute your mic, Chop.
Okay. I'm about to get in the car.
The building, man. My God.
What's good?
Chop, Chop, I wanna
Yeah.
ask you, man. You out there in Vegas? Yeah, how you see Keith Thurman Barrios playing out tonight?
I'm not in Vegas right now. I'm in Spokane, Washington.
Okay, look, you always on the move, man. But
Yeah.
how do you see that? How do you see that main event playing out tonight, Chop?
I like Mario for this fight, man. He's a younger
Mm,
fighter. He's a bigger fighter because he naturally walk around at 160 something pounds.
whoa.
Uh, Keith then lost a lot of weight to get down for this fight. He had a long layoff, and
Yeah.
layoff does affect fighters when you have a long layoff.
Mm, interesting. See, that's why I gotta bring in the experts, man. I gotta bring in the big dogs, man. See, that's world champion insight right there, man. I appreciate that, Chop. And how do you see since I got you here, man, I gotta pick your brain, man. We got your guy's gonna be fighting in about 3 weeks,
Yeah.
and a couple weeks after that, we have the rematch with for undisputed at junior middleweight between Castano and Charlo. How do you see that playing out?
I like Charlo. I like Charlo.
Okay, okay. And no,
I
I don't,
think
I
I
don't know
think
if you've
Charlo.
seen George Cambosa tweeted that pretty much he's trying to say like Devin Haney blew the opportunity. So that fight with him and Devin Haney is a no go. And I know you said you don't recommend Devin Haney moving up to 140. So what do you think Devin Haney should do next now?
Uh, my first question: how did he blow the fight?
Okay.
Uh, could you elaborate on that? How did he blow the fight?
George Cambosa said in a tweet, I'm gonna quote George Cambosa so I don't misquote the actual tweet. This is what George Cambosa said. He's basically stating that Devin Haney and that
You went out. Go ahead.
tweet
You went out for a
what he
minute.
says. He says, when I said now we can talk, I meant it. I didn't expect real Devin Haney for you to manipulate and play games. Eddie Hearn, what's wrong with your boy? Yes or no? The zone boxing. Then he said, I got no faith in him. Hey, Vasily Lomachenko, tell Bob Arum to make a serious offer.
Okay. I can't elaborate on it because I don't know what it is Devin Haney and them doing, but that should be a fight. But Devin shouldn't go up to 140.
Mm, okay. Okay. Shout out to World Combat Sports. World Combat Sports says, "What's going on, Chop?" Salute World Combat Sports.
Tell my
So
man I'm
yo,
staying busy.
yeah. So what you out there training right now? That's where you shipped the training camp to Washington.
Nah, nah. I came out here to help them raise money to gym for one of the gyms that might be closing down. So we're putting on a spawn session this evening,
Okay.
and then I'm sitting down and rubbing elbow with some executives and everything, and we're gonna try to get a fight out here in the casinos, opening
Okay.
up doors.
Always making moves, man. See, Chop is a serious player in the game, man. Serious player in the game. They didn't confirm it yet, but we hearing the whispers April 16th for Earl Spence and Ugas. How do you see that unification fight playing out?
I hope the 100% Earl Spence come to the fight for that night. I hope the eye injury doesn't affect him,
Yes.
but that's gonna be a tough fight because Ugas can't fight.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
If I was Earl, I wouldn't elaborate on so much being a power puncher trying to bang with this guy. Use the
Mm,
boxing skills. Use your boxing skills. It's called boxing for a reason. You win rounds. Everybody ain't gotta be knocked out.
Great, great. That's great insight right there coming from a legend, man. A legend, a legend. And not for nothing, a lot of people overlook Ugas's, Cuban pedigree, amateur experience. He's an Olympian also.
True.
Guys
Yeah.
just automatically assume that Earl Spence is gonna smoke him out, man. But can't take nothing away from Ugas. Ugas is a world champion too for a reason.
I didn't watch the full Manny Pacquiao fight when he fought him though, but Earl can punch, man, and Ugas may never felt the power because Manny Pacquiao is a short, small, powerful guy. Earl is a big, powerful guy.
Mhm. Okay, okay. So listen, let the people know, Chop, because like I said, I wanted to really pick your brain about the main event fight tonight because everybody, and I'm glad you put some insight on that because everybody was so hyped and excited on how Keith Thurman looked yesterday in the weigh-ins, almost coming in 2 pounds under the required weight limit. And I'm glad that you gave a little insight on that because a lot of people was like, "Oh man, he looks great. He looks good. He looks good."
He looked
Meanwhile,
drained. He did look drained. Drained and
okay,
skinny.
thank you for elaborating on that. See, I love getting the experts, man. Because when guys like myself, the bloggers, media, we say things, a lot of times it gets overlooked. They want to say that you guys don't know what you're talking about, but when a actual champion, somebody who has champion pedigree experience, who still does this actively, says it holds a lot more substance, man. It holds a lot more substance. So thank you for that inside insight, Chop. Before I let you go, because like I said, I know you're a busy man. Just let the people know, the future, the fight date, February 26th for your fighter, and future endeavors that you got going on.
Right now we're looking at February 26th. The Silent Assassins getting ready for his pro debut on Showtime PBC card, and after that, then we opening up doors out here for an upcoming fight in the casinos, most likely May or June. I'm gonna try to be back in the ring before May or June, but definitely I'll be fighting out here in Spokane, and the guys that I'm working with, they'll be getting ready for their pro debuts. We got like 5 fighters back in Vegas that we're working with, who's getting ready for their pro debuts.
All right, there it is. There you hear it right here from no other than the living legend, Demarcus Chop Chop Corley, man. Like I said, thank you for tapping in with me, champ. And I always gotta shout out Chop Chop's Kitchen, man. What is the quick go-to meal, man? Because you are a master chef. But what is the quick go-to meal for you, man? When you know
Oh,
you don't got too much time, but you gotta throw something together quick. What's the quick go-to meal?
oh man, I can't throw nothing quick together. I mean, I gotta take because everything is in the freezer. So I take my
Okay.
meats out the night before, let it thaw out. I have to season it in the morning, let it marinate, so I can get to it in the afternoon. I ain't doing nothing quick throwing together because I like my food to be right.
There you are, man. See, Chop Chop's Kitchen for a reason, man. For a reason, man. Let everybody know where they can follow you at on your IG, Facebook, social media.
My Facebook is Demarcus Corley. You may see some food up there or a picture of one of my kids. My Instagram is Chop in the Kitchen. My Chop Chop Corley page has been hacked. It's spelled Chop Chop Corley with the Z on the end. That page is hacked. That is
Okay,
not me.
compromise.
Yeah, they did hack that page. Look at the last name; it has a Z on the end, so that's not me. But Demarcus Corley 2019 is my Instagram page, and Little Chop is my other Instagram page that I'm using for my son, Lil Chop.
Okay. Definitely, definitely, man. Like I said, I'm not gonna hold too much of your time. You are always welcome to bless the platform, Chop, because like I said, you bring that mambo sauce. This is the sauce talk, and I love to have an expert world champion legend, always give the insight, man, to the people. Cause like I always say, hey, what do I know? So I bring out my world champion friends to let you know. Thank you for that excellent insight, Chop. Cause you, like I said, you are a living legend that has danced with many of them. You know, the record, the titles, everything speaks for itself.
Still putting in the work, man. I enjoy it.
That's right. That's right. That's right, man. Appreciate you said Mario Barrios. You heard it from the champ tonight, man. Chop says he likes Barrios, and not for nothing, he's not the only one. There's a lot of people in agreement. So hopefully Keith is on his A game tonight.
Yeah. All right, Sauce. I'm gonna holler at you, baby.
All
Appreciate
right,
it.
Chop. Appreciate you, champ. Thanks again.
All right.
Later. Man, shout out to Chop Chop Corley. Tapping in real quick. You know, appreciate Chop. Solid stand up guy. Tapping in. See, the feed is freezing. What is going on? What is up with the shenanigans? Okay, there we go. We are back up. Yes, salute to Chop Chop real quick on the check-in. That's my guy, man. Like I said, let me get back to the feed. Look, what's crazy? Chop Chop's going with Barrios. He said Thurman looked at drained. See, that's why now I can speak on that. He did look good, but he looked drained. Thank you, Chop, for coming on and clarifying that up as somebody that did this. But before I got chopped, when I was on the phone with a strength and conditioning coach who's leaving out to California, Regis Progress is coach, and we was talking. And I'll probably do a video on some of the stuff that we was speaking on. But let me get back to these fights. I had the link up there. You see? The link is up here, man. Guys could have got on it and chopped it up with Chop, man. Look, here's the link. Here's the link, man. How many other guys, right, are going to have a former world champion, current fighter, pull up, man, and give a little insight, man. But hey, what do I know? Yes. As we move on, the link is right there. Let me share the screen again. Appreciate my good brother Chop, though, man. Chop brings the sauce, man. All right, now I'm trying to get back to these fights, man. Let me turn my volume down. Okay. Who is this? Is this still Rick Home? He was able to set it up, and Kaboski had no answer. Oh. This is Oh, man. Yeah, man. I'm probably gonna go to the matchroom fights in a second because I want to see my boy Khalil Cole. That's the link, man. That's the link, man. See, I had Chop on, man. Round number 2. Here we go. Let's turn this down because I know you guys want to report me. This is Vargas Jr. Fernando Vargas, the son. Is that his son? Oh, he's coming out throwing. I think that is. Yeah, he's throwing, man. He got something behind his shots. Yeah, I think that is his son because I see my man in the corner over there, Capetillo. He's about to get boy up out of there, man. Kaboski is not Kaboski. Yes, man. I would have thrown it up on the TV in here, but I'm like, nah, because the TV, the volume will be too loud, and y'all will report my stream. So we're not going to do that. But that's the link right there. The link is over here on Facebook. Shout out to World Combat pulling up. Let's get my guy in here, man. Scotty White in the building. World Combat, can you hear me?
Your audio going out, bro. Like it's static for some reason.
Oh man, hold on. Let me see something.
It was clear on the interview, but
Hold
go
on,
ahead and say something else.
hold on. Let me. How am I sounding now? How's that sound?
Yeah, it sound a little louder, but it's clearer now.
All right, cool, man.
Hey man, I just want to give a shout out to Sauce Talk for the for interview with Bernie the boxer and Chop Curly, man. Y'all need to watch this dude work, man. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting up here doing his thing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate,
Tune in to his show and share his content. Good interview yesterday and today, man.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
I don't know why you got that army uniform on, but good interview, bro.
Yeah. I knew you was gonna get at me. I knew the Marine was gonna come at you.
Marine Corps.
Yeah. I knew the Marine Corps was gonna come. See, my pops was in the army, man. You know what I'm saying? I knew it was gonna come at you, but yeah, I wanted to get Chop on, man. I'm glad Chop pulled up, man, because I wanted to say that Keith Thurman looked at Drain, but before I say it, I wanted to get an expert. You know,
Now,
Chop
you
is an
think he looked
expert.
drained? Look, bro, you think he looked drained? Say he looked drained. He looked drained.
Yeah. But you know, when we
You think
say
he
it,
looked drained? You get somebody else to caveat off what you said.
yeah, you know, but you know how that goes. When we say it, it's like, what do you guys know?
Man,
What do you
forget
know?
all that. You know, you doing you, man. I mean, they're gonna critique you if you dead on or dead off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They're gonna critique you regardless.
that's a fact. That's a fact. But yeah, shout out to Bernie yesterday pulling up, man. You know, good guy,
They
good
they, they
brother.
know they've been wanting to hear from Bernie, but look, Bernie, he been around Crawford for 7 years, man. He gave you the content. He been there, done that. But it's the fact that I gotta give a big salute out to Bernie for even pulling up to you for sending him a request. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Not being a standoffish type dude. He pulled up and he gave you the time, dog.
yeah. On like I that was like he shocked me with that because I hit him up and like I said, he's working right now. They got their fights going on
Yep.
out there in Nebraska. Salute to them for that. And when he responded back, I'm thinking he's gonna be like, all right, we got the fights tomorrow. You know, maybe we'll set something up for Monday or Tuesday. He was like, yo, 6 p.m. Central, my time. Where you at? I was like, I'm in New York. So he was like, all right, 5 p.m. then. My time, 6 p.m. your time. I was like, all right. So I came home and I pushed the start back time to the podcast from 5 to 6. And then we got it rocking.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Shout out to Team Crawford, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I mean, I'm not even gonna mention Errol Spence because Errol Spence and nobody on his team would have did that shit. But
At all.
this is not something. This is not something to compare to Errol Spence. It's just something to let you, the supporters of this channel, understand. You know what certain teams are about. They're not
Yeah.
standoffish or anything. They're communicate, man.
Yeah. That was that. Now that was dope. That
Yeah,
was
that
dope.
was good. I say, oh shit, he got Bernie on there. You don't get your notifications all the time, so I have to kind of check on the subscriptions or something like that.
Yeah, probably. I be giving wrenches to everybody, so somebody's probably trying to malfunction with the wrenches and all that, man. You know how
No,
that
that's
goes.
YouTube. That's YouTube with the notifications. Like you can be subscribed to somebody and get all the notifications. Sometimes you just don't see it. So you go on YouTube and you say, "Oh man, so and so live right now. Let me see." Boom, click on it, and then there you go. But notifications don't always come through, man.
Yeah.
What you learned from that interview yesterday, man?
Oh man, I learned that one thing about Bernie, man. Bernie is a real solid dude with a high boxing IQ.
Yeah,
When he told me that he studies and watch Eddie Futch, for those of y'all that don't know, Eddie Futch is a New York legend. Riddick Bowe, a lot of the guys that came out of New York were underneath his tutelage, and a lot of the trainers, teachers under his tutelage. So for him to say he studied from videos of Eddie Futch, I was like, wow, this guy's a real historian. He knows his stuff. And just the team atmosphere. I covering covering the Crawford team. They have that team unity. But just
Yeah.
hearing it from him yesterday, how Saul Red, what I took off of that interview is there's no egos. There's no egos with those guys. Like everybody plays their part. Because I remember recalling him saying in the interview, like Bomac is the head trainer, Bomac, and then we all work together. I work with the fighters there, from Bud on down. And to hear that, it's like, okay, you guys really are a team, a real family. Because normally when it's that many coaches, we don't need to throw no names out there. There's egos.
Mm-hmm.
There's egos, whether it's a strength coach or a boxing coach. There's egos involved. But for to hear Bernie referencing the other coaches as far as Red and Saul and Bomac, I'm like, man, these guys, all egos pushed to the side. They are a collective unit. That's what I took from that interview.
Yeah, letting people know it's camaraderie and respect in that circle right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's freaking important.
Yeah, definitely. And I just love his energy. And then we vibed out because like that's why I told you that's my line when he was like, "Did you miss me?" I knew that was Varnell Hill. I'm a Martin baby. You know what I'm saying? Like Martin was my show. So when just to get the for him to acknowledge that and say yeah, and give the backstory about his cousin with that, but also that how he got that from the Tommy Davidson character, was dope too, man. Was dope, man. But yeah, shout out to Bernie, man. I can't wait to get him back on again, man. Because like I said, the audio was a little
Yeah, your audio was in the water.
Yeah,
I don't know why. Because somebody had an echo. I don't know if it was you.
I think it was me. But he was on the move too. And when he jumped on, it kind of messed everything up. Because remember, he caught on and he lost service because he was moving. And then when he got back in, that's when it was the echo. But I was like, you know what? Sometimes you just gotta roll with the punches. And coming from where I came from with the equipment set up and not having shit, I was like, man, I could still pull this off. And we had to go with the punches.
There you go.
There
you go.
So, yeah. But they, like I said, that echo.
You talking like you know what's going on, dog. You talking like you know what the fuck going on, shawty.
Yeah. But nah, that was dope, man. I
saw people tuned in. I saw people tuned in, which was good. You know what I'm saying? People just need to, support these channels. Not just. Just when they have a familiar name on here, man, you gotta support these channels that that's putting in work. That's what it's about. Channels is putting in work, man. Support it, not to wait till a big name pop up and say, "Oh, let me pull up over here." Okay, let me check this out.
Yeah, nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. And I sent you something, man. Like I don't know, man. I'm really turning into like a real investigative reporter. And I was doing some investigative reporting and I seen our favorite sparring partner. I'm not gonna say no names, but I was like, yo, this dude is a comedian too, and an actor.
Marvelous. Hey.
So I'm like, man, what's going on here, man? What is going on here, man?
I had to make a song about Marvelous because he out here making press tours and shit. And dude is a joker. He's a joker.
Yeah, man. So it's like, yo, man, what is really going on over here, man? What is going on, man?
He has a video on IG, dog, where he's taking a punch from another fighter. Come on, he has a body mitt on, and the guy, taps him 3 times. They up there standing. He's like, okay, hit me. He said, oh man, that, okay, man, that hurt. So I put it in my live to compare. Like, is this dude really that guy who can take a punch? You know what I'm saying? Because he's in there talking to another boxer and tell the boxer to throw a left hook to the body, and he felt that hurt him. So I say, what Errol Spence did, almost knocking him out. I mean, is it hard? Is it difficult to knock this dude out?
Yeah, that's
Like,
crazy.
why would you go on a press tour about Errol almost knocking you out? Dude, you a joker. Your videos on IG is Michael Jackson beat it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And some other shit.
yeah, yeah, man. I don't know, man. These you can't. It's you know what it is, man. When it comes to the YTC community, it's like they jump at every and anything, man.
Same thing I said.
Any and everything. Like they don't give it no second thought. They don't do no type of reference check. They just run with it, man.
This area right here has so many laborers working below the minimum wage. The amount of work that you put on YouTube and it is content creation. People are working around the clock to put content out, and they're not even getting paid for the labor. And they all want to do it just to be different from everybody else. It's not like where it's a unity across the board. People just want to be the first one. So if you get the first one out, cool, you get the shock value and you get people to tune in and everything. But just think about, YouTube is always somebody trying to put out. And, at one point in time, I used to be really careful and considerate about manipulating the title. But now I say, fuck it, man. I might put breaking twice on my title, dog.
Yeah, no, yesterday you was off. Yo, man, I had to pull over. I had to pull over. I had a full load of bank run, and I had my driving headset on, and I was listening to your live, the one you did about Marvelous on the playback. And when you hit this part, when you was like breaking news,
Yo,
man,
man.
I had to pull over. I had to pull over on the service road. I was like, man, you had me
I said, man,
crying. Man.
everybody else want to abuse breaking fuck. I am too, goddamn it.
Yeah, that's the line right there. Breaking news.
That's the
Man, that's
line,
the
man. That's the intro.
yeah, that's the line, man. I fell out, man. I got a good laugh out of that one. I got it. And then I appreciate you bigging me up too. Then you had me crying too. I was at the dumps and I was unloading the truck and I was listening, taking the latches and things off, and you was like, and the brothers, and you shouted me out, and I started laughing.
That shit is
Because
hilarious.
I had just had said that to the loading operator. I was like, yo, is it okay for the brothers to go back there? And he started laughing. And then when I got to the spot and I'm taking everything off and I'm listening to you, was like, and the brothers. Oh man. It was too funny, man.
For
Yeah,
real. And
man.
the brothers are lacking right now, man. They not
Yeah,
taking care of their own.
at
Got
all.
lawsuits coming in from left and right. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. Yeah. Oh man, that's another good thing you brought up. I can't wait to I think he's doing that show on Monday or maybe Sunday night. Sunday night. His title was something about Adrian Broner is coming out saying that he's not being paid an old X amount of money, man. So I can't wait to see what that's all about, man.
Who is they? Oh, you talking about on
Uh
Barbershop?
yeah, barbershop.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
So I can't wait to see what that's all about. Salute to D Ray, man.
Yeah, shout out to
Salute to
D-Ray
D Ray,
Promotion.
man. Yeah, the brothers. Yeah, the brothers. They get.
I'm,
Yeah,
I'm
they get.
Go ahead.
No, you got it. You got it. You got it.
Yeah, I mentioned that on my live, man, that Adrian Broner, Floyd Mayweather is owed money, but some fighters over there in the PBC arena, they agreed on deferred payments. Those deferred payments wasn't met because they was busy trying to take the money that they was able to that was how you put it, the money that was actually made right past what they had to put in, and they wasn't then distributing that money back to who they owed. They're just reinvested, so to speak, into the next fight
Mm.
and reinvested in the next fight and say, "Oh, we're gonna get you, we're gonna get you, and we're gonna get you," because they had a timeline to pay these individuals back. So when that timeline expired, these individuals like, "Hey, you're gonna give me my money? What's going on?" And they might spot them something that's way low, just like the Yogi Securities LLC. They had pretty much had a group of people invest money for to Al Heyman, right? And and allegedly they was told that they was going to get that money back and then some at this particular time. Well, it didn't happen. So the guy kept calling and calling. They gave him 100,000. Boom. Kept procrastinating, gave him another 100,000. Till the guy just was frustrated. And he said, "You know what? I'm filing a lawsuit against y'all." But you and I, we understand that to these rich people, all those people that invested, that's like $10 or $15 to them. You know what I'm saying? They invested 1.4 million, but what's 1.4 million to a group of individuals that's millionaires? You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Depending on how you divide that up, the amount of people that was in, let's just see, 6, 7. I mean, come on, that's small bread to them.
That's just a little
You know?
slice off the top. That's a
Yeah,
fact.
that's just a little slice. That's the end piece when you initially
Yep.
open a loaf. They
Yep.
ain't they worried about it, but they're not scrounging around as if they live in paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
You
That's
know,
a fact.
but it makes Al Heyman and Floyd Mayweather look bad because I don't think they don't have the money to get these guys back. I just think they doing rich, egotistical type stuff because they can do it. Entitlement, affluency type behavior. You know what I'm saying? You and I, we owe people. They get their money, but the way rich people do sometimes, instead of them reaching into their pockets off and give somebody back the money, let's just say they didn't make it back off the fight. They'll just delay it. They'll keep on reinvesting, and they might make the money back. Because Floyd said he made 100 million going in there fighting Logan Paul. So they'll look at it like, I see you got the money. You say you made this amount, but they don't care. They say they get it when they get it. Let them
Yeah.
use up their attorneys. I don't care. They'll get their money.
Yeah. They
That's
they
that's rich
playing the
people
rich
talk.
people games. Yeah. Yeah. Rich people
Yeah,
games.
rich people games, dog.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
It looks bad, but man, that's rich people shit they doing right there.
Yeah. Rich people games. So I guess it's fair to say that a lot of these fighters aren't getting their back end pay right now.
Correct. Yep.
You know, they're not getting their back end pay. But like I said, hopefully things work out over there because, like I said, I have nothing but love for the brothers. And, I would love for the brothers to get it together. You know, how
I
do you
don't know,
think
man.
how do you
Go
think
ahead.
how do you see the fights playing out tonight, man? With Keith Thurman.
I don't know why a lot of people sleep on Mario Barrios. I seen him fight Ryan Call, and Ryan was, getting off on him early, not to the point where it was damaging, but Ryan was able to land some punches and stuff, because he was hyped up, adrenaline dump, big fight for him. But Mario Barrios, shutting him down. He said, "Okay, it's time for me to, turn up the heat a little bit." Boom. He started lighting him up, finished the fight. I said, "Damn, Mario Barrios, he's pretty good, fighter." Okay. Then, I seen him step in there with Tank, and I'm looking through my lens into the ring, and I'm seeing it real up close and personal. And I remember one time I zoomed in on Mario's face when he was hurt, and Mario's eyes was directed, focused on Tank, and he was waving in and said, come on, let's go." And he was hurt, and he was just showing that warrior spirit. Like, I say, damn, this dude got hit with a motherfucking stick of dynamite. And he was like, "No, come on." He got hurt several times. Man, Mario Barrios won me over as a fan again, fighting Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
More so than Isak Cruz. Real talk.
yeah,
More so than Isak Cruz in my, just the way I was looking at it. But I think Mario can pull up the upset, man, if you want to call it an upset, because Keith
Yeah,
Thurman came in at 145, man.
yeah.
145, dog.
And something that Chop said to me really stuck out. He said that Mario Barrios walks around at 165, almost 170. So me hearing that, I'm like, maybe the weight cut of going down to 140 was killing him. Now with this extra 7 pounds, he might be a little more comfortable, even though he can't really crack, so to say, how people think he can crack. But he still should be, good. That muted. Look, my phone is like blowing up, but I can't wait to watch that fight. I know I said boycott sales, but we are going to support the event, of course. That's what's up with the signal. Why is the signal coming in medium?
My fault, man. I dropped my freaking mic, man.
No, it's all good.
I
Because
dropped my
the
freaking mic and I
frequency
had to
kept jamming.
reconnect.
Yeah, the frequency kept jamming up anyway too. Though I don't know what's going on. That's why I was just checking my Wi-Fi link. But the Wi-Fi link is strong, so I don't know. But did you hear what I had said or no?
Just say the back end, what you said.
I said the weight cut
Yeah.
for him dropping to 140 might have been having Mario Barrios drink, because you see he's 5'10". Like Chop said, he probably walks around 165, 170. So now fighting at 147 with the extra 7 pounds, even though they saying that he can't crack, he can't punch, but the extra 7 pounds might give him additive energy.
Why people saying he can't crack?
Because he didn't want the 8-ounce gloves. Yeah, he didn't want the 8-ounce gloves. He wanted the 10-ounce gloves.
So I'm hearing different stories, because when he was asked on one interview about the 10-ounce gloves, it was pretty much insinuated that that's what Thurman then wanted.
Wow.
So it's people up here, switching off and giving people the pointing the finger at the other man. So which one was it? Was it Thurman who wanted it? Was it Mario Barrios who wanted the 10-ounce gloves?
Yeah.
And then because Mario said something like, if they want the 10-ounce gloves, cool. I'm fine. I spar with 10-ounce gloves. It's not a problem with me. I feel pretty good in 10-ounce gloves. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Check out the fight. I think it was Fight Hype video, and it was a media scrum, and because there wasn't that much media there. I was talking to my boy that's actually on deck. He say, hardly any media was there. It was dead up in that motherfucker. Yeah, it was dead.
It looked like it. Yeah. It looked like it. Like I said, the normal suspect. Like I didn't see Champ Side. I didn't see Blue Blood. Like the normal people that I watch for the major fights, the pay-per-view fights, they wasn't, like how they be at Wilder or a Tank Davis. They wasn't there. So I said that, I was like, yo, the coverage is kind of light. Not for nothing.
Yeah, I mean the coverage is definitely light for this fight, but I can see why certain people might have passed on this fight, because Thurman's been inactive. You know what I'm saying? The wild part about this too, Showtime is the fact that both of these guys are coming off a loss.
Yeah, and the headliner. But I think they're
You know what
banking
I'm saying?
on the um the Latinos to flip the bill, so to say, and support this and buy the pay-per-views because they got old Leo on the undercard in the co-main event.
Yeah, but look at this though. You have two guys fighting one another that's coming off a loss of a championship fight.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
a
They both
fact.
coming off a loss of a championship fight.
Yeah,
It's
that's a
just one
fact.
that was in there with a bigger name in Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? But um having Leo Santa Cruz on there, guess what? Shit. I mean, Leo Santa Cruz coming off a devastating knockout.
Yeah.
Devastating.
Yeah, yo, I forget who somebody interviewed him, and he alluded to that in the interview. I needed to take some time off because of the yeah, you really did need to take some time off. You look like you almost died, my guy. When
When
Tank,
I seen it, I was like, I thought Leo was dead. I said, man, he's dead, man. Leo's
yeah,
dead, man. Y'all
was
see, goddamn, Javante just caught a body, man. Leo's
yeah,
dead.
yeah, that man, you got me growing over here. That's when I saw that, I just knew the memes was coming from Boys in the Hood when they was like, "You want to see a dead body?" And
Yeah.
then Leo Santa Cruz, because he looked like he died, man. It was bad, man. Like one moment it was like back and forth. He threw that wild, the wild punch, and Tank just let loose on him, man. Desert Eagle, man. The strap without the safety on it, boom. And Leo
Yeah,
was just
man.
like life went out of him, man.
Man, he pulled them right hands out of Leo. He pulled them out of him, man. He set him
Yeah.
up. He pulled him out, played with him, and then he threw that motherfucking third one, man. He slipped to the left and shot that left uppercut. Oh my God. It
Just
was
yeah, he unloaded on him. Yeah. He
that was
he
devastating. That was a devastating knockout. I can't believe Javante didn't get knockout of the year or anything. I just can't believe he didn't get shit from his performances, man.
Yeah, that was I was just about to highlight that and say that was one of the hardest knockouts of the year. Like if you talk
Of
about
the
like
year,
if
man.
you if you talk about like a brutal boxing vicious knockout, that was
Brutal.
one of them.
Brutal, dog.
That was one of them, man. Like I'm glad that Leo came back and is fighting tonight because guys that take knockouts like that, man, knockouts like that in your career, man,
Yeah,
and
it
your
ends your
career,
career. It ends your career. And when you do come to, you're not the same person.
you're
You know
not,
what I'm saying? You
you're
might
not.
some people don't even wake up to familiarity to their existence for which they had prior to being knocked out. You know what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying? They hit their head. You gotta understand. I'm glad Leo was in the corner because Leo would have been in the middle of the ring. He would have hit the canvas much harder.
oh
But he
yeah,
was over in the corner where his team was. He got knocked
yeah,
out in front of his pops.
yeah. The ropes kind of and all that kind of
Yeah, the ropes
braced
caught
that
him.
fall a little bit, yeah. Cause he went out like he got shot, man. He dropped like a real explosion,
He
like
did get shot from Baltimore. God damn it, that was a damn 12 gauge shotty right there, man. God damn,
he got hit at close range. Yeah,
that shit was at close range, man. You can't get no closer than that.
he damn. That was a brutal one, man. That was vicious, man.
People up
And
there talking about, man, let's call the police, man. That's it. Man, this is a sanctioned boxing match. What you talking about? Javante didn't commit no crime. He killed him. He
yeah,
killed him.
he did, man. That was one of the most vicious, brutal knockouts, man. That was
It
like,
was.
that was like a baby Mike Tyson knockout, man. Like you see heavyweights get decapitated like that, not the little guys like
Ooh,
that, man.
shit.
Not the little guys, man. He decapitated Leo, man. That's
He
why,
did.
I'm eager to see how he looks tonight. Even though he's, stepping in there, like you just said, man. When you get knocked out like that, a part of him is still. What was that? That was in San Antonio, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was in San Antonio under the
yeah,
Tank Davis. I mean, not the Tank Davis. That was in San Antonio main event. And you had Mario Barrios and Ryan Carl on that card too, man.
Yeah, so he part of him got left in the Alamo Dome, man. Let's see what Leo's in Vegas tonight. I tell you, man, I've been around it, man. He left somebody in the Alamo Dome, man. You know how they say cats have 9 lives. 2 of them might have got left at the Alamo Dome that night, man.
Yeah, man, I agree. And Isak Cruz, you remember Isak Cruz knocked out my boy Diego Magdaleno too.
Oh yeah,
he just
yeah,
dug into him, dog.
that was a vicious one too. Yeah,
that was vicious, man. He dogged him to the body. He stood him up. Look, he was hitting him so hard and fucked him up. He couldn't even fall down, man. Isak, and the referee just let him get pummeled.
Yeah. The ref did a terrible job, man. Terrible job, man. That was terrible, man. The referee, since we was talking about it earlier, the referee was when a crime takes place, he was an accessory. Since they want to say call the police on Gervonta, call the police on the ref and Isak Cruz, man. That was an accessory. That was an accessory because he watched the legal assault go on and he did nothing to stop it.
Did nothing. He watched an attempted homicide.
Yeah. He didn't try to stop it at all, man. He did not try to stop it, man. So I'm eager to see what Leo looks like tonight too, man.
Man, I was gonna make a joke on my podcast about Leo. I said, "No, man, that ain't cool, man." But I was like, "Damn, Leo head was so cloudy from the knockout. He died at the top of it and shit. He came in there and died that shit blonde now. You know what I'm saying?"
Yeah, he was when I think it might have been Fight Hype, man. His response to that question, how he said, "Yeah, I needed to take some time off." Like, he knew, man. He knew,
man,
like,
that was a brutal knockout, bro.
Yeah, he was. Gervonta knocked him into a whole nother galaxy, man. He was like he was in. I can't think of the name of the Doc Brown invention from Back to the Future, but he was on one of those trips, man. He got man. Every time I think of that knockout, it's like, yo, dude is lucky he's still the same, man. Because knockouts like that change your life.
He might not be the same though. He might not be the same though.
You're right.
To be honest, he might not be the same, bro. Because you try to explain to people that medicals, these boxing medicals, depending on where you at, they're somewhat lenient, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you seen so many people get knocked out and they come back. You're like, how is this person coming back? Like Masayoshi Nakatani, for instance, he had a head injury from Teofimo's fight, and then we thought he was gonna be out the sport for a while, with the head injury. He comes back and fights Felix Verdejo, takes punishment in that fight. You know what I'm saying? Then take some time off, came back and fight Lomachenko, gets stopped.
And got stopped. Yeah, because he's not the same no more. He's not the same. That's a fact. That's a fact. He was a warrior.
Get punished. That's why, that's why you go in there. Okay, I want to see the hit and not get hit mentality. I do. I want to see that fluency take its course. I want to see that. But not everybody can do it and be entertaining.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not everybody can go in there and hit and not get hit and be entertaining. You don't want to sit up here and be dancing around the outside of the ring ropes and people booing you. Say, man, fuck that, dog. I'm not trying to take no punishment. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my Richardson Hitchens.
Yeah. Hit and not get hit. Yeah. Fight behind the jab all night.
Hey, Richardson Hitchens, his NyQuil is different. He put you to sleep just by watching him.
Yeah, man, that last card, what was that? Baltimore, right? Was that Baltimore?
Oh my God.
Yeah. And I heard Malik Hawkins wasn't even 100% coming into that fight.
He didn't have to
that
be.
That was in Minnesota.
On,
Minnesota, the Armory. Yeah, that was
He didn't
bad.
have to be. He was in there for a check. He had a look when he lost to Subriel Matias. You know, he took it a little bit hard, and then he ended up having his first kid, I believe. So he you know, for a while he wasn't even in the gym. You know, he was just handling family business and stuff like that. Yeah. So that first loss, he should have had a first loss against Darwin Price, but Darwin ended
Yeah,
up injuring his knee.
his knee went out. Yeah, I remember that. That's the dude from Houston,
Yeah, I
right?
was ringside. That
He's from
look, that's the
Texas. Yeah,
time I actually walked up there and shot the fight right on the ring apron for PBC, right? And man, I was seeing Darwin Price blitz this dude. Like I was like, damn, Darwin's a different type of dude. Like
yeah,
he
and
was
then
doing, he had some bad habits about him, but he was boxing the shit out of Malik.
yeah, and then his knee gave out. I remember that.
He
I remember
slipped off
that.
the
That was a
side of
good
the
fight.
yeah, it was a good fight. On the far side of the ring, something happened with his left leg slipped on the edge or something. He had already had problems with that knee.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was a recurring injury. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a good fight, man. They used
Yeah,
to
that
have
was a
some.
good fight.
That was a good fight. That was a good fight, man. He was working with Regis Progress's strength and conditioning coach. That's how I remember that name. When you said that name, it
Mhm.
instantly clicked with me. Like Darwin
Yep.
Price, Houston, Texas. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Malik caught a break that night, man.
He
He
called a
the bo-
break. Absolutely.
the boxing gods was in his favor that night, man. What time do the matchroom fights start?
Man, I was out with my boy Carlos, man. You know, we was chilling downtown, man. So to be honest with you, you know, I'm not gonna sit up here and bullshit you that Showtime. I can give a damn about this fight weekend right quick. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm
Yeah,
really not really interested today
yeah.
in this
I
shit.
feel
You
you.
know,
I feel you, man. You see me. I jumped on and said fight party, but you know, I knew I was trying to get chopped, man. Cause
yeah,
I tried.
I seen that. I say, okay, he trying to put in 8 hours.
Yeah, yeah, I put in like 50 last weekend, you know, battling the blizzard. So this is like, this is easy for me, but it's like I really just wanted to unwind and chill. But I said, let me come on and you know do what I do. Like I'm hot right now.
Yeah, man. I can't do it, man. Like I can't sit up here and no, man. Like this is a very I don't know, man. It has no and it has no spark to this fight weekend. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't care if Keith Thurman talking about he one time and it's just I don't know, bro. Like, man,
Yeah, it's not. No, you know what it is.
I'm gonna tell you
Go
why I'm
ahead.
straight up disappointed because I've been trying to speak to people about, you know, the blasphemy of boxing, how they lie to us all the time. And people have gotten so used to the dysfunctional relationship that they're willing to take punishment at even any given time. That punishment being, you know, false information that's put out here in the media so we can consume it. And it's just like it's not even appetizers, it's like crumbs. And we go around like ants and shit and just grab onto these crumbs and try to make it into a meal, right? But I'm saying to myself, like they initially came out with a $40 PPV price, which I thought was
Yeah.
fair. That shit
Yes.
was fair, dog. And then they turn
Yes.
around and boost that shit up to 70 something dollars. And then they get mad when I say, man, that shit fucked up, dog.
Yeah.
You
I
got
remember.
two former champions coming off a loss, and you're gonna
Yeah.
charge us 70 something dollars?
Yeah. That's a fact, man. I remember I started the boycott Sal's campaign. And I remember them giving it to us for 40. I was like, oh, that's cool. You know, because we got the Ortiz one for 40. And I was like, we'll get the Thurman one for 40. And then they just flipped the script and 75 did. I was like, nah, man, that's not the,
75, dog.
I was like, that's not the,
75.
it's not, you know,
Jesus. And it's
that,
not even a title fight, man.
yeah, that's not the vibes, man. Definitely.
75, man.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
expensive. I ain't gonna lie. Thurman coming off multi, months of layoff over 2 years. He come off like over 2 years, right?
Yeah, more than that. I think they said like 900. It's like 900 some days, man. It's close. It's a little under 3 years.
Yeah, a little bit
It's
under
like,
3 years. And
yep.
then Mario Barrios is coming off a stoppage at a lower weight class. So this is his intro. This is his, warm up phase to 47. On a charge of 75? No, man, that's selfish, dog.
Yeah, it is. It really is. It's terrible. But hopefully, like I said, man, they don't do what they need to do, and they get the rude awakening tonight, man. They get the rude awakening, and then
I mean,
the consumer has to speak tonight, man. The
yeah,
consumer has to speak, man. If the consumer speaks, then things will change, man.
yeah.
Things will change, man. But I'm telling you that they're baking on that Latin crowd to flip the bill tonight, man. And hopefully they're on the court, and they're like, nah, we're not taking this either. We're not gonna take it. Hopefully everybody gets on that
No,
one
we're not
accord
gonna
tonight.
take you.
Yeah, hopefully everybody gets on that accord tonight, man.
I
You
don't know,
know,
man. Like, I mean, we're dealing with human beings here, man. Even a certain crowd that support certain fighters, they wake up.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's a point in time that they wake up. You can't think they're gonna be sleep all the time. You can't
yeah,
you
that's
can't
a
treat them
fact.
as a goddamn crash test dummy or a General Bob that's in the gym just standing there waiting for somebody to punch on them. We're talking about human beings, man. They get to a point, right? And you say the Mexican fans, even the Mexican fans wake the fuck up
Yeah,
sometime.
they got to, man. That's the only way things will get done. That is the only way. That is absolutely correct.
I'm looking
Correct.
forward to the I'm looking forward to the Amanda Serrano Katie Taylor fight, real talk, and then I'm looking forward to see if Savannah Marshall. I'm just gonna look over Carissa Shields' next opponent and say she gets it done. But Amanda Serrano Katie Taylor fight, and then possibly Carissa Shields and Savannah Marshall near the end of the calendar year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, women's boxing is on the rise.
Yeah, that'd be two good women fight. I don't know what Hannah Gabriel doing. You know, she's a champion right now, but man, I don't know why she can't get freaking moved. I don't know what's going on with that. That's just and then what's up with the pretty beast? She stopped boxing. She out.
No, I think she
Mikhail,
got a date coming up. She's supposed to be starting training. Raquel Miller. She's supposed to be going into training camp after her birthday. I know she has a birthday coming up. I think
and
the
she's been
11th.
out. She's been out for a while too, right?
Nah, she fought in December. I think like last
Wow,
month. Yeah, last month she fought. I think in the
that's another
Frisco area.
person, man. Shout out to the pretty beast, man. Gave me an interview. I was up in South Carolina, man, doing media on this light heavyweight at the time, and she gave me an interview right there. I was like, cool, man. And she
She's
kept it
good people.
classy. She
Yeah,
didn't. She didn't. She had some words to say about Carissa, but she kept it classy and shit. Yeah, man.
yeah,
Shout out to Raquel Miller, man.
yeah. It's pretty beast. I interviewed her at the Garden at the Amir. No, that wasn't Amir Khan. It was the Crawford Mean Machine fight. Right there in the hallway. She came through with her sister and her nephew. Good peoples, definitely.
Yep.
Not standoffish. Not saying other fighters are standoffish, but she was, a people's champion. Wish there was more people's champions in the sport of boxing. She's
Yeah,
definitely a people's
absolutely.
champion.
I
She's
agree with
definitely
that.
She's definitely when you talk that embodiment of being a people's champion, she definitely fits the criteria. Now, some others, and shout out to Bernie the Boxer, like Bernie the Boxer said when he referred to a guy, I don't need to say his name, but when he said he sucks as a champion, maybe that's what he means. If you are a people's champion, you have to be a champion of the people, not just the
Hmm.
people who you are paying, so to
Yeah.
say, under the table to push narratives for you. It doesn't work that way, because whether they are paid to lie for you, or I mean, my fault, allegedly push narratives for you, that doesn't apply to all the peoples, because all
And
the peoples aren't.
you can't be sending out your comedian sparring partner to crack jokes on a press tour on YouTube because we gonna laugh. We're gonna laugh
Yes,
at it, just like I did. I laugh. I
man.
say, "Oh wow, this is hilarious, man."
You see what I titled it, man. And I tried to keep it discreet because I already knew who he was. That's why I said, "We don't believe you. You need more people."
We
You know
don't
what I'm saying?
believe you, dog.
We don't,
We don't believe you.
we don't believe. When I see the drop, and then I see Blue Blood jump over it, I was like, "Yo, these dudes ain't even doing their homework. Do they know who this guy really is? Do they really know who this guy is?" Yeah, he would have been better off having like, he has other people in his camp, man. He would have been better off having Rashidi or Bad Bar, one of those guys coming out doing
Mhm.
it. It would have had way more credibility. When I seen that, and then I seen Blue jump on it, and then he went on the world tour, I was like, I was
The
like,
world
Box
tour, dog.
YTC community is crazy. It
Crazy,
had me
dog.
sitting back. I was trying to formulate a plan. I was like, what can I do? Who can I get to jump out there and say Jihad Tucker's hitting like a fucking Mack truck? I was trying to think. I was like, damn, who the fuck can I find? I was like, can I find a big brawling heavyweight guy that looks like he's a construction worker, and just get him to jump out there like, yo, I did 6 rounds of sparring with Jihad Tucker. I'm 265 pounds. He hits like a fucking Mack truck. And then dudes would have ran with it. Cause I was like, yo,
265 of all muscle. All
yeah,
muscle. Benching 505 easy.
yeah, man. I was like, yo, the YTC community would jump on anything, man.
They jumped on that guy,
Anything.
and I just sat there listening to him, have his 10 minutes of fame, bro, because I'm saying, just like you said about homework, like I looked at this dude's IG. If you're accessible to Errol Spence, I want to see your social media because I need to see how you operate, what you're about. And Errol Spence allowed a sparring partner that has a Michael Jackson beat it sequence on his IG. He's actually dancing like Michael Jackson, but yet he's on a press tour for Errol almost knocking his ass out.
Yo,
Man,
no,
stop
I
it.
don't. I don't think it's Earl, man. I think it's the people that surround him who are, handling his PR, so to say, and
Man, how dare you eliminate Errol from the motherfucking the guilty party, dog? How
I
dare
just
you do that, dog?
I just don't think he doesn't know, man. He doesn't, man.
He is a part of the guilty. He
I,
knew his sparring partner that had Michael Jackson videos out there. He knew he was gonna come out here, dog.
I'm just trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, man, because I get that tag that I don't like him. I'm mad. I'm jealous. So I don't want to include him in that. I want to take the politically correct road and say it was his PR. It was the people who are behind the scenes who handle his, social media, how the public should view him. I don't think Earl knew what was going to go on. You know.
You might be right. Derek and Corey might be getting along right now. He might have said, Corey, hey, we're gonna let you handle this shit. Who do you think we should goddamn send out here? The build up is, identity just a little bit more head into this fight. Well, I was strolling up my articles and Michael Jackson popped in my head. Don't y'all
Man,
have a sparring partner that love Mike? All right, put his ass out there.
yeah, that
They ain't
that
gonna take him serious. They're gonna provide some humor, but people tune in.
yeah. No, that was bad, man. It was bad. But I tell you, when it got bad for me is when Blue Blood jumped, like he jumped on it so fast, right? And another one of mine, I'm gonna tell you, if Ellie Setback, right? Because like Ellie Setback is their go-to guy. I'll put it out there. Whenever they need something cleaned up, or they want the people to gravitate to something, they use Ellie Setback. When they didn't use Ellie Setback on this, I was kind of weary to it, right? And then I seen, everybody, the YTC community just gravitated to him. He was on the Boxing Voice, and
that's what
I'm
I was
like,
waiting for you to get at. Okay, I was disappointed in Ness, who actually boxed, and he actually does his little boxing here and there. What do they call it again? Over there,
oh, Border Wars.
they call it. He participated in border wars and everything. So usually he be checking. He be check down motherfuckers, man. He be check downing cats. Be coming here faking, saying they doing more than what they actually doing. I'm surprised that he didn't check down this dude and do a little bit of background research, and so he can kind of question him on how serious what's the sparring, because I'm looking at your IG and you got MJ videos out there. Are you in shape as a sparring partner? Are you just moving around? Do you just let Errol Spence, give punches, send punches your way?
He
You know
just
what I'm
beats
saying?
on him.
Yeah. What is your primary position in all of this? What is your job besides standing there and letting Errol beat on you? Because I just don't see you being that guy 6-0-1 who hasn't fought anybody, just giving Errol Spence a hard time.
When his delivery, when I say delivery, I mean like his pedigree that he speaks on. It's from when they were 16, 17 years old. Now, to quote the great, I don't want to hear about, we were all badasses when we were 16, 17 years old.
Yeah.
You're talking about 30-year-olds now. What kind of elite work are you giving them now? You was talking about. See, I World Combat got me started now. Now I gotta really throw the sauce on them, right? You're telling me about when you guys were in the amateurs. This man's a decorated champion now. He was no champion when you would claim you was battling him to try to get to the States and this place and that place. We're talking about a champion. Hey, are you giving him champion quality work now?
For real.
Every interview that I watch with him, he's talking about amateur shit. Come on. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that, man. I don't want to hear that. And I don't want to come off as the guy that's saying, oh, why? No, I'm giving you the real. Like, that shit doesn't matter when you were 16, 17, coming up in the Texas Golden Gloves and all that. This man is a unified champion. So you mean to tell me you went on to become 6-0, whatever, 6-0-1, fighting a couple fights in Mexico, and you are that elite now that he still has you around to get him sharp for world champion caliber fighters? It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. And I'm sorry that I have to say this, but somebody has to. It doesn't work that way. You don't have a Rolls Royce and spar with a Pinto. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't.
For real.
It doesn't. I'm sorry. It doesn't, man. If you're not getting work from another Rolls Royce or Mercedes Benz, at least, you're not getting high-end work. If you are a Honda Accord and you are talking about getting work from a Lamborghini, how fast is that Honda Accord really pushing you? When a Lamborghini can go zoom, come on, man. Let's make it make sense. No shot at you, Marvelous. For real. Continue to be funny. Continue to do your comedy skits. Everybody needs to laugh. But we are talking about whooping some ass. And quite frankly, you are not doing it with Earl. I'm just being honest. Sorry.
Dude, you hit some great points, man. That's why I did the song on Marvelous, because he's a comedian.
Yeah.
See, people wouldn't catch that shit. They're just, a couple of people say, "Oh man, you just a Spence hater and all that shit." No, not really. I'm not a Spence hater. It just comes down to, and once again, you putting yourself out here like a fool. You're sending a guy out here that's really a funny dude. He's probably a good friend to be around and make you laugh when you're down. You know what I'm saying? Crack some jokes and make some faces. Look on his IG. He's making faces all over the place.
It's
You know what I'm
crazy,
saying?
man.
He's a funny-go-lucky guy. He's jovial. You know what I'm saying? He has vitality to him there, Showtime.
Yeah, that was crazy, man.
You
Yeah,
know what I'm
when I
saying? But yet he's this killer.
yeah, yeah,
You're
man.
not a killer, bro. You're not giving Errol Spence that elite work.
Exactly. That's that, yo, man. I was like, yo, what are they doing over there, man? When that dropped, I was like, yo, are you? Nah, I was like, man, what is going on over there, man?
This dude
That's
drops a video from the car,
yo.
and
That
people
I was
ran
like,
with it.
yo, and I'm gonna tell you, man. See, I'm you know this too, real calm, but you're in the gyms too, man. When he dropped the video, the thing that really, like, I seen guys get beat up and spawn. My man didn't look like he had even had a fight. Like, bro,
Hmm.
but you wanted us to believe that you took a shot that had you out for 2 rounds. You don't even look like you took a shot. So what type of
Hmm.
shot did you take that had you out for 2 rounds? Your eyes not swollen up, your lips not fat,
Man, he took a
nothing.
B12 shot, dog.
But you took a shot that had you hurt for 2 whole rounds.
2 rounds, and I was trying to tell people. I say, okay, was his sparring partner deconditioned? What type of condition were you in, brother? Like, come on, what condition were you in to be in that sparring Errol Spence? What is
Man.
your condition? Because just because Errol Spence landed a punch that almost knocked your ass out doesn't mean it was a hard punch. It could have very well mean the opposite, that you wasn't in shape, and you can't
Facts.
take a punch like that.
Facts. When,
But it
when
did.
I,
It ran its course, dog. It
yeah,
did what it's supposed to do.
yeah. They got the YTC community in the uproar, the Spence Mite, Spencer Hawlett.
Yeah, man. They was, man. YouTube is thirsty, man. They willing to sip on anything, man. It's just like, you get a fresh Corona out, from the local store and shit. Crack the goddamn lid on that bitch and put it down by the curve next to the wall. And people look at it like, man, that shit fresh. It still got bubbles in. That's the YTC. They go over there and say, they look at it, they hold it up to the light. Man, ain't nobody drunk out of this. Let me sip on it. Boom.
Man,
You know what I'm saying? They take a sip out of anything, dog. Like,
they
thirsty, thirsty,
they
thirsty,
do.
man.
They do. They really do. Because when I watched the video, like you said in the car, the first thing that came to my mind was Menace to Society when they had Kane in there for the robbery at the grocery store. And he said, you done fucked up, right?
Yeah.
That's when I seen him in the car and he was saying, yeah, he hit me, and I was like, you done fucked up, right? You don't even look, yo, bro, you don't even look like you got beat up, my guy.
For
But you
real.
want us to believe you took a shot that had you out for 2 whole rounds?
He
What
did.
kind of shot was it? Was it the COVID shot? What shot did you get? You didn't
I
get
told you
punched.
earlier it was a B12 shot, dog. He took a B12 shot, dog.
Yeah,
In
man, I was
his
just
left arm. He took a B12 shot, you know what I'm saying, to get him up, get him that energy that he's looking for. But I'm
uh,
just saying, what condition was this guy? How do you rate your condition in there with Errol Spence? Like, how do you rate that shit? Like,
man,
you took a shot. How do we know it just wasn't a medium shot? And Arrow himself probably stepped back and say, "No, you didn't get hurt from that shit, did you?"
he did,
Yo, man,
man.
that shit hurt, dog. Damn, man.
He
Derek,
did.
man, let's get us a new sparring partners, dog. This dude ain't doing it.
Nah, he did. It was breaking news. Earl
Breaking,
Spence's
breaking.
Earl Spence's longtime sparring partner, comes out and says the power is back. Man, man,
Stop it,
man,
man.
man. I can't, man. I can't. Listen, man. You guys gotta hire better PR people. You got to, man. That was just that, yo. But shout out to Dennis Ugas, man. Did you see Ugas's reaction to that when he said, "I don't care about the power and all that"? Because Ugas knew that shit was a bunch of bullshit, man.
Hey, a lot of boxers knew it was a bunch of BS, man. A lot of
Like,
them.
yo, man.
They
Like, knock
laughed. They
that
laughed
off.
at this dude.
It's like, knock it off, man. Knock it
The only
off,
only
man.
time sparring really takes notice is when you have two boxers sparring. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's when the the code is taken seriously and respected. You had two fighters, two boxers that's good sparring one another. But when you have a boxer that's elite boxers sparring just the average Joe out here, just really nobody in the boxing world. I mean, come on, man. Not just the boxing fans, but the boxers looking at this shit like, man, stop it. You got this dude up here doing a press tour for you, man. That's not a good look for you, Spence.
Nah, knock it off. It took everything in my power, my creative content power, to really not go all the way in, and salute to you, man. I did my one video, and that, I'm telling you like that, I said, man, your video was classic. I loved that video yesterday. That's why I did a little spin off. I did a little spin off to it, and then Bernie confirmed his interview with me, and I got off because I was gonna say what I said just a few minutes ago, and breaking it down like, yo, this dude is not no elite work for Earl, so you guys need to just kick rocks with that. But your video, man, it really kept me off of him and going all the way on him. Like, yo, dog, you know better. You know better. You would have been better off having one of your real fighters. Yo, I would listen. Charles Martin or James Martin should have came out and said that. James Martin would have been better off coming out saying that instead of the comedian. But,
because the fans could have related seriousness. They could have tied down Martin to the seriousness of the sport.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They would have postured up different and said, oh, "Okay, all right," but no, not Mr. Jovial, Mr. Frolic. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Laugh a Lot. You know what I'm saying? No, hell no.
That's a fact. But listen, I gotta say this. But hey, what do we know? What do we know? Maybe that's what was needed. A laugh.
Yeah,
that's
laugh.
All that was. Right. That was a laugh, man. that was a laugh, man. Cause like I said, I know Combat knows real fighters and coaches, and behind the scenes, we had a great laugh about that. We had a great laugh about that, man. When they said, "This is the guy who is coming out here co-signing that the power is back." Man, we had a laugh.
And look, we believe, like, in the boxing game, you've been ringside where you've seen cats get lit up.
It's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? You've seen cats get lit up, right?
Yes.
So if you're telling me Errol Spence lit you up, he's supposed to.
Yeah.
Because we don't know you as an elite fighter. We just know you as the sparring partner. Yeah. We know you as that guy because we really don't put any relevance to you being, super dangerous to anybody. Like, you have 4 fights in Mexico and 3 fights in the US, I believe, for a total of 7. So it's nobody to co-sign you as being this dangerous dude, because your last fight you went the distance. You know what I'm saying? So
or even be durable, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you have the granite chin? Like, who's coming out saying they hit you with a steel hammer and you walk through it? Like, come on. Combat, you gotta be all what killing these guys now. That's real talk though, man. That's real talk, man. When I seen the video in the car, I'm like, oh man, what is going on, man? I'm like, what is going on, man? I'm like, why, man? Why, man? Who was in charge of this? You see, that's why I said that in my video. I said, who allowed this? Like, who like, we gotta talk boxing. Who sanctioned this bout? Who sanctioned that press release, man? Who was behind that, man? Whoever was behind that on Team Spence needs to be reprimanded. They need to be called into the office. They need to be evaluated. They need to have their job really evaluated, man, because that one, you guys dropped the ball, man. You dropped the
Who
ball on
was
that
present?
one. Word.
That's all we
Who?
need to know. Who was present in the
Yes.
room when this
Yes.
went down?
Yeah.
Who was present?
Yeah, man.
Who gave the final authorization? That's
Yes. Who
all.
co-signed off on that, man? Whoever co-signed off on that. Team Spence, I know this is gonna get ever authorize that press release needs to be handed a pink slip and tell them your services are no longer rendered. You know, maybe even possibly give them a severance package. 50,000. That's the going rate over there. Why not
That's the going rate over
yeah?
there.
Why not a $50,000 severance package?
No, don't do it. Don't do it to him. Don't compare. You're gonna have this other guy come. The other guy. You're gonna have the other guy.
Man.
Goddamn. Coming back at you and say, "Man, you think that shit funny? Here's a severance
Uh,
package for 50,000." See, that's
yo,
why I don't like telling people about me.
yo, this is just creative content, a little bit of comedy, because that's what everybody likes. Can't we be comedic too? You know?
He
But
said,
yeah, man.
"Give him a severance package of 50,000, dog." That went
Yeah,
over
man.
a lot of people's head. That went over a lot of people's head, dog. They're not gonna grab hold of it. That went over a lot of people's head, man.
Yeah. Well, they can always rewind it, play it back a couple times, and then you can catch it, man. Catch it. But man,
If you
combat,
would have
man.
said, "Okay, give them a severance package of $50,000 and a Versace robe, two different colors," then it would have. Oh, okay, all right, I got it now. Damn, dude, just say that
Yeah.
initially.
Man. Yeah. Yes, man. But that's pretty much, man. These guys, man. These guys, I don't know, man. Boxing, like you said, the YTC community boxing, they gravitate to any type of story, man. And I noticed that with the like you said, man, it's all about being first with the YTC.
Yeah,
Getting that quick exposure, 10 minutes worth of fame. But that's not what it's about, man. It's about longevity. It's about credibility,
yeah,
respectability. Like that's what guys don't understand when it comes to, and I can say this with World Combat Sports, and I can say this for myself. Guys they can't understand how I was able to get Bernie the Boxer, Chop Chop Crowley, because it's respectability, credibility. Later for the views. The views will come. Trust and believe that the views is going to come.
yeah.
And when the views come, shout out to my man Bernie the Boxer. You guys are gonna say, "Yo, the Source, you turned into Varnell Hill." Facts. I'm gonna be like, "Did you miss me, Snooki? Get him out of here." I'm gonna be Varnell Hill. I'm gonna turn into Varnell, man. How Varnell did Martin. He called him, what did he call him? Malcolm. He didn't even know his name.
Yeah.
He didn't even know Martin's name, man. But yeah,
He said, "How
man.
many times did I invite you over?" He was talking to Rerun.
Yeah. Varnell Hill, man.
That's just Hollywood talk,
That's Hollywood talk, man.
man.
Yeah. That's what happens with these guys, man. They get to Hollywood, and when certain things happen, like, see, Fanon was one of your guys, probably still one of your guys. Fanon put that out because Fanon is caught up on the algorithm where he needs to get the clickbaits. He probably didn't think it through or check it through, and he released that Mikey Garcia statement and made a video, and it shook everything up over there. Then you guys rushed, not thinking, and put the comedian out there, and now you guys are in the crazy dilemma right now. The crazy dilemma. You got the comedian going on tour talking about how powerful you are, but where are the actual videos of him withstanding and taking a hard punch from anybody?
Exactly.
Let alone to say that you are just hell of a puncher.
Where's
And
the video footage?
And all of this when he's like, oh man, now let me get on my act, let me get on my Denzel. Yeah, when we first started back in, you know, the boxing IQ, the smarts, the speed. His speed was there, but just the power was off. But this last spawn session, man, he hit me with a shot, and I was like, oh yeah, he's back. It took me 2 rounds to recover. Yeah, these guys, man, you guys knock it off, man. EJ, you know better than that, man. Shout out to my brother James Johnson out there in the UK, man. Yeah, yo, James, man, World Combat just hit me with a shot, man. It's taking me a couple of minutes to gather my thoughts, man. Sometimes, man, like the speed was there, the intelligence, but the power is back. Man, shout out to Marvelous Jarvis, the actor. You win the Oscar.
Straight up and down, he gets the Oscar.
Yes, Oscar.
Somebody give this man an acting credential.
Yes, Oscar. You get the Oscar.
Because that's what he wanted to begin with. He knew it was going to be funny. Like a dude that loves cracking jokes all the time. Sometimes they stand in the mirror and crack jokes with a straight face and see can they not laugh to their own joke. You know what I'm saying? He's a funny dude. Like he told that story, he was cracking up inside. But he was trying to be serious for once.
Yeah, he knew. He planned that out. That's why he did it in his car. He rehearsed that. It was lights, camera, action, and he got it off, man. And the YTC community ran with it. Like I said, Ness. I'm surprised, Ness, out of all people. But I don't know, man. But like I always say, hey, what do I know? But like I said, shout out to Marvelous Jarvis Shepard, aka the best supporting actor. You got the Emmy. You did it, man. You definitely won that, man. And shout out to Team Spence. Because Team Spence, what you guys did is what you guys love to do. You riled up the Spencerholics. Because right now, the Spencerholics, from the couple of videos that surfaced on the YTC set and the world tour that Marvelous has been on, you guys are back like you never left. Your confidence is through the roof when it comes to Spence. You think Spence has got Thor's hammer back. Hopefully, April 16th, we will see that against Ugas. And then possibly, maybe next with Bud. Because we all know, shout out to Bernie the Boxer, Bud Crawford got the big gorilla hands, big gorilla mitts. And from what I'm hearing, he's ready to put those on you. So hopefully
put them paws on him.
So hopefully that elite work that you are getting with Marvelous Jarvis is preparing you for that. Because
I'll be petty and be like, okay, if he beats Yordenis Ugas, be like, hey, I don't want you to change sparring partners. Bring that other guy back in here. What was his name again? Marvelous Jarvis. I want you to have him as your sparring partner for Bud Crawford. Yeah. I like that guy. Bring him back. We want to hear some stories when you're in training camp to train for Crawford. We want to hear some stories again. Come on, man. I know they in there and they in the gym talking about, man, they really like you out there. They really, gravitated to you, bro. You did a good job. He's up there smiling and being goofy and shit. Yeah.
Terrible, man. Where's the guy? Like, that's who the sparring partner needs to surface. Remember when the videos surfaced that Earl Spence getting touched up in sparring? Where's that guy at?
Yeah, where's the Manny Pacquiao 2.0 they was talking about?
Where's that guy at, man? Nobody could find him. You know why? Because he got paid more than $50,000. He got the real severance pay. Where's he at? That's who needs to be doing the world tour. Where is he at, man? That's who I want to talk to. That's who I want to interview. I want to interview that guy.
That's a good question, man. That's a good question.
Yeah.
That we need to goddamn do a search and rescue on this dude.
Yeah, I've been trying, man. But yo, listen, they got him in a safe house somewhere. Denzel Washington's movie. I can't listen. And, and I got sources, man. I can't find that guy nowhere. That's who I want to talk to. Later for this guy, Michael Jackson Prince. No, find the Manny Pacquiao lookalike that was roughing him up, and then he got the eye injury. That's who I want to talk to, man. Where's he at, man?
I might have to put a bond out there.
Yeah.
I might have to give what is called a cash reward.
Cash reward, yeah.
Because we need to talk with you. Because we need to just ask some questions. That's all. Before this Yordenis Ugas fight, we need you on deck. It ain't no gag order, man. Come on, man. We need you to resurface, and we need to ask you some questions.
Because that was the guy. Because you remember, listen, when somebody snuck a phone in there, they was ill with it. They had the phone in there, and they leaked out that sparring footage quick. And
I know who leaked it out, bro.
Yeah,
I told you that.
Nah. You got.
I'll tell you all.
Off camera, yeah. But I have an idea too, because somebody told me it was somebody from his camp. Somebody told me it was somebody from his camp that did that, and I was like, you know what? It makes sense. I was like, it makes sense, because like I said,
it had IOTBA, was it? Was he around on the premises?
No. He wasn't around there. It was somebody else that's still around.
No, I know he ain't around. I'm just saying, like.
Yeah, no, that was in Derek's gym. That was in the world class gym.
Yeah,
it's somebody that's around right now. That's around EJ right now that let that out, man. Because I guess they was like, I referenced yesterday. They said I ain't eating. So you know,
I can probably tell you who leaked the shit, dog.
Yeah.
Marvelous. Yeah. Hey. Marvelous probably leaked that shit, dog.
They said I ain't eating.
That's supposed to be me in there. That's supposed to be me. Marvelous got jealous and shit. He said, you know what? Fuck it, man. Corey was talking that shit. I'm gonna goddamn sabotage this shit too.
Oh, man. Yeah, that shit got out, man.
Goddamn Marvelous got jealous that another man was in his place in there with Errol Spence. That was supposed to have been him being leaked.
Yeah, that shit got out, man.
See, the footage that was leaked, though, that sparring partner was actually touching Errol up.
Yeah, he was getting off. That's what fucked everything up, man.
Yeah, Marvel would be the opposite.
Yeah, he gets beat on.
Well, how the fuck did Errol's eye get hurt? And this dude is high guard, balled up in the corner. Errol just punching the shit out of him.
He's the body bag. He just goes in there and gets a beating. That's it. He goes in there and gets a beating and takes his pay and goes and be funny.
See, I didn't want to go real petty on him. I said, yeah, you up there doing a Michael Jackson Beat It video because that's PTSD for you. Goddamn Errol Spence beating your ass in there.
Beating on him. That's what EJ likes, though, man. EJ's a dominatrix. He likes to. He's the dominatrix. He likes to beat on his meat. That's what those guys are. His meat. You know, that's why me and the Spencer we bumped heads, because I'm not like that. I'm not a yes man. I'm not going to sit around and take a shot and not give it back a shot. It doesn't work that way. You know, it doesn't work that way. You know,
real man.
But that's what he likes. If you so slap me and call me Susan, you know. So it's a whole bunch of them over there like that.
Now I'm pretty interested, man. I gotta find this sparring partner, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I've been looking for him, man. When I was looking for him, they put him underground, man. I was looking for him ever since when the eye injury sustained. I was trying to find him, man. And
I know exactly who to call, bro. I know exactly who to call over there in Texas.
Yeah.
Yes, I know exactly who to call. If he can't find out, I don't know if I can even find it, but I know exactly who to call over there and text and try to find out who this cat was.
He went right underneath the grid, under the grid. That's who I
Because
wanted to interview.
sometimes these sparring partners, right? They'll be in a location and they spar more than one fighter while they there.
Yeah,
For
that's
real,
true.
they are one person, then another person want that work, they go over there, and then they'll leave. They may spar multiple different fighters while they there. It just depends on what the arrangement is, especially if they good work. Especially if they good
Yeah,
work.
good work. Yeah, yeah. My man went underground though, man. They,
Underground. This
yeah. I'm
motherfucker is
telling you,
in.
you can't find him, man. That's who I wanted to interview. I wanted to talk to him. I remember when that whole debacle took place and the injury had came, and I'm like, because I wanted to ask him, are you the guy that did the injury? Are you the one? Because the footage leaked out, and the only time you seen him really getting touched up was with that guy.
Ask him, how long have you been residing in the fallout shelter? The
Yeah,
underground fallout shelter, because no
yeah,
one has seen you. And look, they know people that surround this guy and know it's Spartan. They know he's the one that's in. It's people that know in boxing know who this guy is.
oh yeah,
They
facts.
know who this guy is, the Spartan Spence. They know who
Yeah,
he is.
yeah. Now you know what it is. They are being paid and taken care of so well right now, so well, so well. That's what it is. That, like you said, they have a gag order slash. Please don't say nothing. Don't no. You can't do no interviews. You can't do no interviews. You can't get no fight dates. Just we're gonna pay you like you got major fights now. Just stay. Stay over here. Stay here. Stay in witness protection. But we're not gonna call it witness protection. We're just gonna call it the safe house. Stay over here. Don't do no interviews. Don't reach out to nobody.
Nobody.
'Cause that's who we need to talk to.
And
No,
above all else, do not go over to the YTC.
yeah, yeah. Why can't breaking news? Why can't none of you guys that break news get him later for the comedian? You guys got the
For real.
comedian. You guys got the job turkey. Get the source, man. Where's this guy at, man?
Where's this guy?
Breaking news. Where's he at, man?
I'm gonna
Where's
give
he
a
at?
cash reward. Look,
Oh
I
man.
already made up my mind. I'm gonna give a cash reward to the person who can find me this dude. I'm gonna give a
Yeah.
cash reward. I want to talk to this guy.
Me too. Yo, now that's viral stuff right there.
I want to talk to this
Listen,
dude.
you want the crumb de la crumb, that's what you gotta get. Don't give me the crumbs. Don't give me the crumb snatcher. I want the guy
Now,
who's actually putting in that work, man.
for real. They
You
call him
know?
Manny Pack 2.0. Those of you that's tuned in to the channel, they call
Yeah.
him Manny Pack 2.0. You know who this fight is? Drop the DM.
Yeah,
It can
man.
be on this channel. It can be mine. It
Yeah.
don't matter.
Yeah.
We want to holler at this cat.
Yeah. And
We
listen,
need to converse.
don't be scared. Listen. Everything over here is done with confidentiality. You don't have to be nervous that you will be reported. Do it. Listen, I'm gonna put it out there like this. It is 6:40 on the East Coast. Do it the same way you did when you dropped that tape. That's it. That's it. I'm gonna just say that. Do it that way. The same way when you snuck that tape out. Just do it like that, man. Just do it like that. Drop it the same way how you dropped that tape. When you went in there and you had your phone on the side of you and you recorded the sparring clip and then you leaked it out to the people you leaked it out to, do it that way, man. Do it that way. That's all you have to do. And your confidentiality will be
Oh, we're gonna get it, dog. We're gonna get this guy. We're gonna have him
yeah,
pull up. We're gonna have him
yeah,
pull up. You
yeah.
know what? I only need to know his name on the interview. You don't
Yeah,
have to drop the name. I just want to hear the story.
yeah. And listen, and if you guys are that like we could do it like what was that series that they used to have on the History Channel where you could come in wearing a mask. Oh, you don't even have to show yourself on screen. You can get you can get the
Yeah.
voiceover. So we can do it like that. You can get the voiceover and you can just get a story. So you don't have to worry about being blackballed or anything. And for the rest of the YTC guys out there, this is who you really need to be looking for. Later for the breaking news. No. Find this guy. That's breaking news, man. Don't give me the comedian, no.
Hey, that's my objective for real. That's my next live, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
I know
putting
y'all
out an
listen.
all points bulletin for cash reward
Yes.
to drop the name of Errol Spence sparring partner that gave him the eye injury that
Yeah,
contributed to it.
yeah. That's
I
that's
want
the
to
real
see
story.
that's the real story. I want to see the
That's the real
guy in
story.
the leak video. Period.
Yeah,
I want to see the guy in the leak video. We want to speak with him. That's it.
yeah. That's the real listen. For the rest of the YTC community, this isn't just a me and World Combat thing. This is a media thing. This is real coverage thing. That's who you need to talk to, not a guy who's doing a video from the side of his car, who done rehearsed that video for a day and a half. No, find a guy that really wrote, rehearse that ass in that sparring session. That's who you need. But like I like to say over here, hey, what do I know? What do I know? Yes, the dog and the cat are fighting now. I hear it. Yes, this was another fire
Your
show.
your audio going in and out, man.
Yeah, because it's freezing up over here. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
My Wi-Fi keeps fading in and out. That's why I'm checking it. You know what it is? We're dropping too much heat for them. See, it's saying my signal is medium. I don't know why. The Wi-Fi is connected. Yeah, see, now it's full. There we go.
I need this dude to come forward. Don't be scared. You can dress up, conceal your identity. It's all
That's it.
good. We
Yeah,
just want the STORY.
that's it. That's it, man. That's
Because the
it.
one that just came out is not credible.
Nah, at all. At all. At all. And not for nothing. He's not credible, but it's like, bro, you like his background story of he didn't say, oh, this camp, oh, I gave him great work. His work is always the amateurs. It was the amateur days. It was like he's not referencing no work from you know uh this camp. Yo, Danny Garcia fight, I got him ready. We did X amount of rounds in that camp. It's my audio. What is going on?
I'm trying to find out, is he a local sparring partner?
Yeah, they do a lot
Is
of
he a
in-house
local
though.
sparring partner?
Most of Most of the guys they work with is in-house man down promotion fighters. You know, man down
So
promotion.
you so you saying he might be an in-house fighter? Interesting.
Yeah, cause that's how they move over there. Like they're not bringing in. You know how like shout out
Yeah.
to Bud Crawford. You know how they bring in guys. You know they don't pretty much do that. They use what they got over there. They're using. That's why Marvelous is referencing the amateur days. They're using in-house. In-house sparring. Look at this dog, man.
I know for a fact. I don't think Spence would have came down here to the A to support one of his fighters. I don't know who he support first of all, and stepped into a gym and have a sparring session like Terrence Crawford did. I know he wouldn't have did no shit
Yo,
like that.
yo, remember when we was in New York? He went to Brooklyn. Shout out to Jim X. He went out there when we was all at the Stewart. He went to Jim X and did the same thing with some of the
Mm.
local kids, and he sparred Richard Hitchison then, and he got in there with a couple of the other local kids from Brooklyn and all that. That's what he does, man. But he gets the bum rap, but he is a people's champ. But hey, what do I
hmm
know? What do I know? What do we
It
know?
takes confidence to go in another's. When you're visiting, he's visiting, y'all, and he goes in
Yeah,
there and gets some work.
that's a
Wherever he
fact.
touches down, he goes in there and get work. Come on,
Oh,
man.
gives
Y'all don't
work,
respect
spreads
that
love.
shit.
Word
Y'all don't
spreads love.
respect
That's
that,
that's
man. Come on.
they don't. Nah, they don't. You can't like if you're not on the front line in the field, you can't relate to it. Why is this dog going crazy, man? Yo, combat. Let me shut this down. Let's talk.
All
Let's
right, for
rap
sure.
behind the scene. Yo, this dog. I don't know if it's somebody outside or what's
Yeah,
going
appreciate
on.
having me on, man. Go handle your business, man. We'll link
Nah,
up.
all right, salute to you, man. Shout out to World
All right,
Combat
salute.
Sports, my comrade, the general, for blessing the
Shout out to Sauce
platform
Talk,
with me
man. Continue
tonight.
to support his channel, man. He doing big things over here, man. I'm out.
All right, peace. Yes, this was another 2 hour joint. We're gonna wrap this up because my dog is on crazy mode right now. Let me see what's going on. That is not like her. Once again, thank you guys for tapping in. Shout out to Chop Chop. I'm gonna edit that up and get that out there. Enjoy these fights tonight.